Hello, and welcome to GreyNoise University. I'm Brad Chiappetta, and this module is part of our GreyNoise Product Overview training series. In this module, we'll cover what information you may find on the IP details page. The IP details page is just as it sounds. It's where you can see all the context related to a specific IP address. Let's check out the most recent IPs scanning the internet over the past day. To get to the IP details page, just click within the IP summary card area. Within the IP details page, you'll find the full breakdown of the metadata and observed activity. First, the organization, which is the network that the IP address belongs to. The actor, this is the owner of the IP address. Spoofable, which tells us whether or not this IP address completed a three-way handshake with the GreyNoise sensor network or not. Below that, we have the observed activity. First, we show which ports scanning has been observed on and which protocols. Below that, we take a look at the paths and user agents that were associated with any web requests made to the GreyNoise sensor network. Then finally, below that, we include any JA3 or HASSH fingerprints. On the other side of the page, we take a look and see when was this IP address first observed by the GreyNoise sensor network, and when was it most recently observed by the GreyNoise sensor network. Below that, we have some enrichment information provided to us by IP info to show us the country, city, region, and ASN. Finally, below that is a list of destination countries that this IP address has been observed scanning. These countries are based on the locations of the GreyNoise sensors that observe the scanning behavior. Finally, we also try to provide OS and ARIA DNS information when that is available. The last portion of this page is the tags that are associated with this IP address. You can also expand these tags to show additional information. Now let's take a look at some of the additional enrichments that we get from some of our other partners. First is the Tor tag. This is added to any IP address known to be a Tor exit node. This enrichment helps to identify that the traffic being seen cannot be directly related back to this IP address as an adversary, but rather as a service being used by that adversary to mask their identity. Next is the VPN tag, which is provided by our partner Spur. This is added to any IP address known to be part of a VPN service. This enrichment helps to identify that traffic being seen cannot be directly related back to the IP address as an adversary, but rather as a service being used by that adversary to mask their identity. Finally, there is the bot tag, which is provided by our partner Casada. This is added to any IP address known to be associated with bot activity. This information can be used to identify that this IP address is part of a known botnet, but does not help identify the exact adversary unless the botnet ownership can be identified. Additionally, here is an example of what an IP details page looks like for an IP address that is part of our Riot dataset. These will have the Riot tag. For more information on Riot trust levels, please review the Riot trust level module or documentation. There are also examples where an IP detail page will have an IP address having both a Riot and classification tag shown, because this IP address is part of both the Noise and Riot datasets. This concludes the training module. If you have any questions on this topic covered, please reach out to support@greynoise.io.